Greetings and welcome to the Energy of Aries. Welcome to the channel. This is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. I do welcome you to the channel. Terror of the Twin Sun is a functional division within the Order of the Twin Sun. Welcome to the Energy of Aries. Happy belated. The new moon in Aries has been very, very, very good for a lot of people. For me in particular, but I think that the drive and the ambition that leads to the energy of Taurus in the second house is very fruitful for breaking forms of stagnation, but also to taking that leap of faith into new projects, new possibilities in terms of so-called realities. These are very good. I'm working from a deck that is from 1890. It's a very old deck. I do welcome you into the reading. This is a singularity reading, so basically the singularity is a moment in time and space that is lifted, and it's particular, so it does not have to resonate with you, but we shall go into it deeply in order to understand where the energy of Aries has been, okay? Thank you. Please toss that like if you do like. Thank you. Hmm. Okay. Okay, interesting. So it has not been easy for Aries. Um, there is a mystery here. Something about your realities have come into pass, and the movement into the second house is important for you. The season of Taurus, especially the solar season of Taurus, will bring in realms of manifestation, okay? Ways of really committing into a method or a methodology that you have been working on, especially in terms of realities, bringing forth these realities. It's taken some time, but there is an evolution here and a type of maturity that comes out of this, and it requires a great deal of patience, a lot of it. It's not going to come easy, okay? There's something about you that might even feel like, in terms of karma, that you are out of control, in terms of controlling elements of it. It's as if you're receiving, but you're also um, giving much of yourself, especially the ways of idealizing your promises, your commitments to promises, your ability to use your resources properly. There's an evolution here that is moving strongly into a reckoning of sorts, something that began in the year of 2020, but also there's a way of transforming something of the past of old, a hidden resource, okay, and making this into um, a gesture of altruism, a gesture of also the humanitarian aim of Aquarius, okay, with the Hanged Man here, and Pisces also very strong. Something about backtracking from the second to the first house is here to the 12th house, a reversal, coming back into humanity, coming back into the world, okay, coming back into the womb, if you will. Very esoteric, but primarily it has to do with the way you idealize and the way you have been moving forward in terms of stamina and endurance of your projects, okay? And these are projects dealing with realities, money, projects that have to do with jobs or career paths, something like this. There's a maturity aspect to it, even though you may feel like you can't reach out and create. There's still a vision of this that that maintains its integrity. Okay, Um, in the past, something has been calling to you, something that has made you activated through the energy of the moon in Libra. That happened about a month and a half ago, I think. And then the movement into the moon in Aries, okay? Something has happened. This is a type of burnout of another situation that you felt like you could not work on anymore. Part of you from the past still wants to invest into this other, especially others that don't seem to want to invest in you. No offense, but there's something about these people, or perhaps yourself, that is going deeply within in order to be informed by that moon in Libra energy, okay? With this, there is a type of oscillation, rumination, trying to find a sense of truth in the matter of something that has ended its cycle, okay? You will learn one of two things from this. Either you will learn to turn your back on it and move into the future, which I think you will do, or there's something about you that will, if you do that, by the way, you won't pull from the experience. There's an experience or a nature about this that a signature of war and peace that needs to be resolved here, and there's something in the past that needs tending to in terms of that. Okay, war and peace, and coming up with a resolution. Because of that, the past is war torn. Okay, there's something about it that needs to be purged through the fire of knowing. Currently, you're having that though. See, that's the thing. For some reason, the 9, the 10, and the 9 of rods are here. The burnout, the burden, also the ability to come to these intersections of knowing, yet not knowing, yet being informed by the intuition, and then not believing it. There's something about that cycle that is ending, and now you're coming into the 9, okay, of rods, which has to do with experience, wisdom, bringing up certain structures around you to protect you from any sort of misgiving or misconception. There's a realm of power here that is helping you to preserve your own inner ambitions, your desires, and your wishes. Okay, and these are very much being supported by what? By two things. I'm seeing here with the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune, there is a conversion of there's a realm of information, okay, that is very esoteric, that is occult, that is secret, that is revolutionizing your status. And this is helping you to understand and become empowered in terms of especially coming into ways of preserving your own desires, your own ambitions, your own powers, your own sovereignty. Okay, and this is very important. There's a mysterious way about it, as I've mentioned before, that has to do with elements of control, but also empowerment in doing things and working hard. Um, Unconsciously and subconsciously, there's something being very strongly compelling in terms of the energies of Saturn, the moon, as well as the energies of Uranus that are creating and synthesizing ways of everyday practices that will make you wise, that will reinforce the structure, that will reinforce your desires and also your creation, your types of creative energies, okay? Um, with this, I'm seeing here a movement from the 10th to the 12th and then back to the 11th. Okay. With this, there is a type of consolidation, and your communities will be supporting you, especially if you are if this is revolving around your workplace or how you bring forward your pentacles, your money. There's something here about shared resources that have secret affiliations to people in power who know what they're doing. Okay, you can be one of them. You can also be an underling under them. But there's something about this that is shifting, and there's a gateway for you to come into a great deal of power and creation, okay, manifestation when it comes to the say within the project, within the claim to that reality, okay? And this is a very good thing, okay? In the future, I'm seeing here something about the connection between the King of Cups and the Queen of Rods. There's a connection here. You may have left someone in the past that could have been a colleague, a friend, someone close, and there is a sort of connection between you two. This person is caught between the lines of war and peace within their own reality, and there's something about you that has moved forward from this, leading to the Five of Cups in reverse. But also, it can, if you can change things, especially if you meditate upon this quandary, it doesn't have to resonate with you, but if it's here, there's someone from the past that is still influencing you, even though you've tried to let it go. But also, there's something about this connection, especially if it's a colleague of sorts or a client or something, that has to do with you understanding the difference between you two, which is very strongly linked to the way you offer things, okay? The way you bring forth things. There's a steamy, etheric sort of alchemy that occurs between both of you in terms of the distance between time and space. That has to do with essentially a connection that is very deeply suppressed, but has created for you some form of knowing, some form of uh, like a psychological way of really reinforcing certain things. Okay, the eights are very strong for you here. The eight of rods as well as the eight here, plus the one of rods and the swords. Sorry, swords here. So there's something about the eight here that has to do with the mystery and the deeper operational sort of jewels, or the operational sort of power structures that are trying to be that are trying to reinforce you on your moving forward. Okay, there could be disorder, there can be disarray in terms of really knowing what is influencing you right now. But what I'm seeing here is a propelling move to move away from projects of the past, especially things that have made you felt constricted, that you've been working hard to move away from, or that constriction has making you been work hard, and there has been some sort of burnout. But therein sort of brings about it brings forth this energy and this drive of experience. Okay, and you are becoming a master of this. That's what I see. When it in terms of your creation aspects in the future, there could be something of uh, something calling you in order to bring forth a way of coming back out and bringing forth your resources into new and uncharted territories. Okay, this may make you feel a bit on edge, especially if you're conservative in the way. If you're conservative in the way you do things, there's something new that you have to do that it has to do with the way of thinking that may clash with something that you've been given. Okay, there's something about this that will help you to bring forth new realms that you don't know what to expect from them, but therein lies some very important connections that will help you. Okay, very deep ones. Anyways, that is the end for Aries. I feel gutted, but that is what I'm seeing. I do wish you well. Thank you. Bye bye.